Round 1. Fighto! That's right, Moral Gamers, we're taking a look at a fighting game. Well, not exactly. This is Super Puzzle Fighter 2 HD Remix Esquire. Excellent! For PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and a few other places. So how does Puzzle Fighter stack up? Let's find out. Puzzle Fighter comes from a point when Capcom was just sitting there and they were like, hey, we can't count. We can count to 2, 3, but I don't know what comes next. So instead of releasing Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, they had 6 different versions of Street Fighter 2, a few versions of Street Fighter 3. In fact, let's go into the Street Fighter Alpha series, the EX series. Yeah, let's just throw a whole mess. But then someone came up with the notion, hey, let's do a game that's not quite Tetris, not quite Holmes, but it's a puzzle game, and we'll throw the Street Fighter characters in there so it'll sell. It's brilliant! Yeah, that's essentially what Puzzle Fighter is. Now, the way you play is you match up colors, and then you have a special gem. When that special gem touches identical colors, those colors disappear and your character performs an attack. And this is actually what the puzzle combat was based at, if you've seen my Mortal Kombat Deception review. Yeah, it's pretty simple. That's all there is to it. It's just matching colors. And the game, although it lets you select different characters, the characters really don't play differently. I mean, it says that they attack differently, meaning that they'll drop gems in different patterns, but honestly, I haven't noticed. I mean, as far as I've played, and I've played this game a lot, whatever character you choose is just going to be your avatar while you're puzzling it out. Now, in this update, the HD Remix, they add a few different modes in. You have your standard one-round classic arcade mode, but then you can do a best 2 out of 3. You can speed it up for some competition, slow it down a little bit more for an enjoyable play. That's about it. It's not that much more featured than the previous games. So the question now is, if Super Puzzle Fighter is right for you, and if you like puzzle games, if you like something that's just cheesy, cheap, use Street Fighter characters, but hey, at least does somewhat of a good job of being a puzzle, yeah, Puzzle Fighter is enjoyable. It gets extremely hard near the end as you just get pounded on, but Puzzle Fighter does the trick if you're looking for something just to play, kick it back for a little bit. From a moral standpoint, do I recommend this game? Well, it's kind of a toss there, because the puzzle portion of it, there's no violence there. Nothing I can really complain about. But the characters fight a little bit. Still, it's comic mischief, so I don't have much issue there. The problem is, though, you still have characters like Felicia, who's a carryover from Vampire Savior, and she's letting it all hang out there. I mean, yeah, that's the only thing in this game that I could really find seriously objectionable. Otherwise, the characters and everything, just take it back to, this is Street Fighter characters in a puzzle game, which means, yeah, it's comic antics. It's not a whole lot I can really say against Puzzle Fighter. So do I recommend it? Yeah, it's one you can play with your family. Just keep in mind, Felicia, although cartoony, is a little bit more in mature dress.